Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi, and today we're going to talk about Stargate.finance.
Yeah.
So this was an interesting one because we did a video on LayerZero that was released today. Or is going to be released, at least.
It was the last video in the playlist. Yeah. So we recorded that because the headline grabber was their ginormous $3 billion valuation.
Yeah.
$150 million raise or something like that. Series A, Series B, Series C, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But what matters is like the fundamental, I guess, problems they're trying to address.
Yes.
Right? Of like bridging all these different siloed ecosystems into a much more interconnected network, which is like one of the golden goose, dilemmas of the space.
Yeah, this is how we're going to onboard billions of people, because right now, if you have to ask somebody to generate an ETH address and like send it to each other to like interact on the network, it's a problem.
Yeah, anytime you're trying to onboard new users, like there's just so many friction points.
Yeah,
especially
like,
whenever
what's an ETH address and why is it like this?
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean there's another network?
Yeah,
in order to buy this thing, you gotta switch to over there.
So you got to send them to a bridge.
Exactly, and then once you bridge, it takes about 20 minutes. Yeah. Just wait. We promise it's gonna get there.
Yeah,
just trust. Trust the chain.
Yeah, just read the code. Bro.
And then trying to get that withdrawal back to the original chain, dude, that's about 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah,
like stuff like this. This is not. It's not good.
Yeah.
Right.
So the reason why we're talking about LayerZero in a Stargate video is because LayerZero, if you look at their white paper, we have names: Ryan, Brian, and Caleb.
Yeah.
This is a LayerZero white paper, right?
Yep.
So Stargate. We were looking into the LayerZero kind of ecosystem. We found Stargate, and we're like, let's check out these guys.
Yeah.
So we looked at their white paper, and what do you know? Ryan, Brian, and Caleb are back.
Yeah. So right away, this is like something that needs to be talked about, or something that needs to be.
Yeah.
Might as well make a tandem video about this because these obviously the founders of LayerZero, they're leveraging this platform. Well, they built it as a showcase of what LayerZero enables, right? So now we have an omni pool type setup here with this platform. You could do all the regular things you could do, like on any other DEX or any other like DeFi, like farming, staking pool, whatever. But this one enables you to source all the liquidity from basically anywhere, right? As long as there's a liquidity present.
Yeah, so what is Stargate? So basically, Stargate is a protocol that allows you to swap native assets on different networks. So this is like a super-powered version of Uniswap. If probably you guys watching have used Uniswap before, you're able to swap ERC20 tokens with each other.
Yeah.
And Uniswap automates the liquidity provisioning and all that stuff. And so Stargate created a protocol that allows you to switch between assets between chains. So here's an example. So you could pick a network. Let's say we're all used to Ethereum. We're going to select USDC, and then you can swap USDC on Ethereum and get USDT on Binance.
Yeah.
So this is extremely
instantly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're looking into their white paper here, they talk about a trilemma.
Yeah,
that they've solved. So unfortunately, prior work in cross-chain bridging must make a compromise in functionality due to the bridging trilemma. So here are the 3 components of the trilemma. So one of the components is instant guaranteed finality. So basically, if you're swapping ETH for Solana, you need to know that it's instant and it's final, and there's no funny business with like a hacker on a bridge and like taking liquidity and all that. So there's that. There is unified liquidity. So if you have liquidity on different chains, you're unifying that liquidity, which is really important. And then finally, native asset transactions. So if you're swapping one asset from one chain with another asset on another chain, you should be able to swap those
without any sort of like intermediary synthetic version of any of these assets.
It's like XBTC or wrapped Bitcoin or any of these like derivatives.
S and R and
Ren BTC.
Yeah. Basically all the little micro letters pre-native asset. Like, and that's largely how DeFi, was born and then like had to exist in the moment because of this trilemma they're speaking of. anytime anybody claims they've solved the trilemma, like that's a pretty freaking big deal.
That's a big deal, yeah.
There's yeah, they label these things as trilemmas for a reason, as if there's like no way around it.
Yeah.
Essentially that's the narrative that drove a lot of like the competing blockchains, like by labeling Ethereum as, having a trilemma scenario.
Yeah, let's talk about the blockchain trilemma, the one that we're all aware of. So there's a decentralization. There is what are the other two?
Scalability.
Oh yeah, scalability, and then
isn't it security?
And security. So security, scalability, and
we gotta double check and make sure that's right, because decentralization should attribute to scale or security. So let's see. Let's be 100% sure.
Yeah, it's definitely
scalability. Where is it, dude?
It's definitely
security, decentralization, and scalability. So you're correct.
Yeah, because right now we have Ethereum, which is decentralized, and it's extremely secure.
That's right.
But it's not scalable.
That's the real root issue. So a lot of these other competing chains emerge. It's like, oh, okay, you guys want like faster transactions, right? Well, we could offer you that, and then they centralize the fuck out of it.
All of a sudden, it's extremely fast.
Yeah,
low cost.
Yeah. So I guess nobody has really truly solved the blockchain trilemma. It's just more like there's just so many different like tertiary components now.
Yeah.
Because blockchains are kind of like morphing into like multi-layer things. So like at different layers, there's trade-offs between these trilemmas.
Yeah.
You know. So, but these guys, they're saying, no, screw all that. We did it. We did the damn thing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty important.
All right.
And
So
Stargate is supposed to be the flagship representation of what that looks like. So how's it positioned in the market? Dude?
Okay, so Stargate, its market cap is around $140 million, which is pretty good, right? It's pretty high.
It is. It's pretty healthy.
Yeah. So the thing to note here is a circulating supply with a total supply. So we're looking at 16% in circulation.
Yeah.
And so as supply goes up, right, demand goes down. So you could expect the price to go down as the tokens get unlocked. So let's talk about the unlock period here. So here we are. There's a schedule for Stargate. So they had a team and investors lock up for a year, 2-year vesting, and it literally just started unlocking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, there's gonna be some aggressive emissions of tokens in the coming months, years, whatever. So yeah, that's gonna contribute to a lot of sell pressure potentially, but like fundamentally, this is a pretty important infrastructure project. So there's a lot of upside potential, but yet you can't disregard tokenomics, right?
Yeah.
So this is part of it.
Yeah, and a good example is this. If you go to any token, right, you click on price and you click on market cap, and the two curves are different. You got to look to why, and it's probably because there's a discrepancy between the amount of circulating supply with the total supply. And so when they don't match, then you got to pay attention to the market cap a lot more than the price.
Yeah. But nonetheless, if we go to Twitter and we take a look and see, okay, so these guys, they're building infrastructure. Oh, the other tweet, not this one. So one thing, if you can recall back to let's go back to Polygon Matic days. What is it, the thing we were looking for whenever, or like a chain link? If you're building technology infrastructure to enable like a big breakthrough within the ecosystem, what do you need? Integrations, right?
Oh yeah, projects.
Yeah. So if you just scroll through the Twitter, there's plenty of that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of different platforms, DEXs, whatever, integrating with Stargate in order to enable everything that the technology is designed to do. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Chainlink, Polygon early days.
Yes. Yeah, so we got Reuni Bridging is live on Stargate, and I'm looking at their quick metrics here, and it looks pretty healthy, right? It doesn't look right off the bat like sketch, right?
Yeah.
We got Arbitrum Exchange, Stargate, and Arbidex. Okay, so you're right. There's tons of them here.
Yeah, it's like you said. This is the indication you want. You want to see partnerships and integrations for a technology project. An infrastructure component. So it's happening. I mean, I think it's still early days for Stargate and for LayerZero. But nonetheless, so what do you think happens, if, every DEX starts integrating Stargate?
Yeah, all of a sudden, the apps that you're using or the dApps that you're using, all of a sudden you can swap assets on native chains. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, like how useful that would be even for MetaZone or something, not have to worry about all these bridging stuff.
Yeah, so imagine you're going to a marketplace like MetaZone, and you like a meta that you want to purchase, but all you have is Solana tokens, and the application takes ETH.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to natively swap in real time for ETH and Solana.
Yeah,
and because why not? I mean, it should just be integrated.
Well, it's expected, like from a user's perspective.
Yeah,
like a typical user.
Yeah.
But, the infrastructure doesn't allow that to happen at the moment. So, yeah, I could see Stargate being like a necessary integration to a lot of dApps, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Just for the user experience overall.
Yeah. Dude, you just got to eliminate the friction.
Yep, exactly.
It's like I got like 200 Solana, but I don't have any ETH. I want to purchase this asset. I should be able to purchase it.
Yeah. So, overall, this is a pretty fundamentally like important piece, I think. Or at least one of the contenders. Just like whenever, an issue to blockchain was scalability. So we started looking into, XDAI and Matic, who's going to help contribute to solving that problem.
Yeah.
Now it's all about too many silos. So how do you bridge them all together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were early with Matic only because Decentraland was integrating with Matic back in the day, like in 2020, 2019. And then we knew that layer 2 was like the big deal at that time.
Yeah.
And but we didn't know which layer 2 was going to win. And so right now we know LayerZero is very important, and then combining liquidity and like having native swaps, we know that that's going to be important. We don't know that Stargate's going to win this one out or anything like that. But
not yet.
But this means that we got to pay attention to this sector.
Absolutely.
And Stargate is like is looking like they're doing everything right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the good early stage. And LayerZero doesn't have a token yet. So like we said, usually like big projects like Arbitrum that did do a token airdrop, ZK Sync, which everybody speculates will at some point. So it makes sense to start interacting with dApps that are connected to these core infrastructure layers.
Right.
So Stargate would be a good place to start at. Just try it out, do some swapping, and
you make sure that you're using like a clean wallet that's not exposing your other assets, because you can't be too careful here. So send some assets to a brand new wallet, connect that to Stargate, do some swaps, and protect your other assets.
Yeah, that's right. And then let us know in the comments what you guys think. Is it seamless? Do you enjoy participating in all these different pools that can be utilized for like these, what do we call them? Solving these trilemma transactions,
Yeah, so they have like a dApp here that they built themselves, so you can swap tokens here. But yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions on Stargate, how it works, or anything like that, let us know in the comment section below. And then follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, at MetaZone.io, and at RoviAI, and we will catch you in the next video.
Peace.